What's up, everyone? We got another fun update to run thanks to Autodesk. Those of you with Revit 2024, the 0.3.4 update came out. As far as I can tell, this fixes some of the Windows 11 issues that the 26.3 fix had as well. So we're going to get this out to our users today, but figured I'd make a video of making the package. So went to the manage.autodesk website, downloaded the update, get it however you need to get it. So we're going to then get our PowerShell that we used for 2024 3.3. So let's open a new window. I'm going to go into my PowerShell scripts. Again, I just keep a running list of all the PowerShells I make because literally some of these updates are as easy as changing the name. Oh, I'm not going to put it in that folder. We're going to put it in our input folder directly. And I definitely just deleted that, so let's go grab it from trash. Alright, so all we're going to do is change a few things here. Sorry, I just signed in, so everything's kind of popping off. So we're going to change the name so we know this is 3.4. We're going to go into our script, and then really the only thing we're going to have to change is we're going to remove this because that was simply to delete out the ini file when we were doing a 3. So we're going to change this because the name is different. That's the only change I have to make to my PowerShell script. So look, we can look at it. It looks like we're going to have to do a desktop connector update video soon too. So the name is right. There we go. Save that. Alright, close out of this. Let's launch PowerShell. And we're going to package it up. I actually don't have Revit 24 on this machine, so we're going to go ahead and make a package knowing that with these updates that's really all it takes. So we're going to go see, we're going to need our quotes, so get that, Intune, Autodesk. Oh, actually, sorry, before we go there, that's if we were running it, we're going to go to our Intune folder and input Autodesk. Our source file is going to be the Revit 2024 3.4 install.ps1 and our output folder. So this is basically just going to package it up for you. All you really need in this package is that installer and your PowerShell script. So if we go to that folder, we can look at it. So inside the Autodesk folder, we have the exe file, and then our PowerShell script is in the input folder. So this all gets zipped as one zip file, or Win32 file, whatever you want to call it, and then gets brought down, and then our script kicks off. So we'll let that package up, and we're going to start to make our app. So go over to Intune. And we're going to go to our apps, Windows. We're going to take a lot from the Revit 24.3.3. See, we have a lot of Revit updates here. So we'll go here, and we'll take a lot of the same properties. See, we have this on about 76 machines. So we're also going to go get the help. So we'll go to Revit 2024 help, and from here we can get like some of our update notes and stuff, but let's see where our app is. Still going. So again, the speed of this zipping is really going to depend on your machine specs, memory, hard drive, all that kind of stuff. This package is going to be probably closer to 1.5 gigs, or 2 gigs. Can't remember the size of the exe, but I'm gonna let that go, and we're gonna go into Intune again. Go into the apps. and we're going to create, and we're going to select Win32. Go ahead. See, our package is almost done. There you go. Now we have our Win32 file. So we're going to grab it. So I don't know if you saw, it's 1.38 gigs roughly. So come in here and we're going to say update 3.4, and then we're going to grab our update notes. You don't have to do this. I just like to see if people want to see like the issues, things like that resolved. No thanks. The big one here is the UI and Windows 11 issue that is finally fixed. So we can do this as Autodesk 2024.3.4. Category, we'll put this under our updates and add-ins. Again, this is a list you can create and modify in your tenant settings. I think I have a 2024 icon. Screenshots. Excuse me. I'll just use that one that says Revit, and that should be good. So the things here, we get our install command. So we're gonna just say this is Revit 2024.3.4 install.ps1. That'll call it. No uninstall command because they took that away from the updates. The requirements, really just that it's Windows 10 at least. Don't really put any others. Detection rule, here's what we're going to use. A registry key. And here's what we're going to look at 3.3, because we're going to use a similar key to what's here. So we're going to take this, we're going to say, okay, so we basically take the key, because it's going to be virtually identical minus it being 3.4. The value name is going to be the same, our XID, and then we can either say it exists or do a string comparison and say it equals, it'll be in the same format, so it should be 24.3.4. That's even without installing. You know that every release in the registry of Revit kind of shows up like this. So just as you do this, you'll learn that. So for dependencies, the only one here really is Revit 2024, right? Because it won't install if 2024 is not installed. So the beauty with that is that once you have that, do not set it to automatically install. Basically, once you have that, you can set it to deploy to all machines, and it will only deploy the machines that have Revit 2024 installed. So if your users get to install that, once they do, it automatically updates. So you don't have to go back and make sure they're on the right version. Supersedence, here we can add our other ones, 2024 updates. So we can say this one supersedes this. And I believe in this one we set some supersedence as well. So, yep, to previous ones. So we got that. So we'll select that. No to uninstall because, again, we're not uninstalling, and I can literally say add all devices, but I'm going to set a time. I don't want this running during the day, so availability is as soon as possible. We're going to change that. So we're going to change this to the device time zone. Again, if you have offices multiple time zones, that's important. And we're going to specify. So this is going to be available to everyone tonight after at the end of the day, so after 8 p.m. And then we'll start installing as soon as possible. So at the end of the day, I'll send an alert to my staff, be like, hey, this is going to run, make sure you close Revit 2024. If you leave it open for any chance, then you may have to close and reopen before using it. That's simple. This is going to go and upload, and may take a little bit. Sometimes these uploads can take like 30-40 minutes, even at a gig. It's weird, but just wait for that, and once it populates to company portal, people will be able to install it manually now, and then it'll automatically start rolling out tonight. So that's all there is to it, and you got your app.